So, what happens when an adrenaline junkie marries a drama queen and they travel around the world on a catamaran? Come see the places, meet the people, and enjoy the experiences that make each destination special. And learn why traveling by boat provides more than just transportation, but a path to real adventure. And adventure builds character. Or was it characters? Either way, what's the worst that can happen?
Stay tuned for more at LostatSea.tv. Arrgh. Hey there, LostatSea.tv. We have a special guest to talk to today. He's probably responsible for more people getting involved in cruising than just about anybody I know or ever even heard of. If you've ever heard of the magazine Latitudes and Attitudes, which was throughout the cruising industry for many, many years, we are right now with the famous, or should I say infamous, Bob Bitchin. Bob, thank you so much for spending some time with us today.
Thank you, thank you.
Bob's got a lot of amazing new projects going on, and he wanted to talk about it a little bit. We wanted to get the word out. The first, of course, is Cruising Outpost, which I purchased myself retail. Now I hope to walk away with a free. Hey, look at that! It's already paying off coming to the Miami International Boat Show.
I went to the Columbian School of Marketing. That's where you give them the first taste for free, and then they gotta buy once they're hooked.
So Cruising Outpost is a great magazine if you're looking for information on cruising, whether it be destinations, equipment, anecdotes, stories, everything. Now, Latitudes and Attitudes, the original magazine Bob was involved with, there is, I sometimes talk about cruising as about collecting stories.
Yes.
I understand when it comes to Latitudes and Attitudes, you have quite the story.
Yeah, we, after my wife and I sailed around the world, I'd lived aboard for 35 years, we decided to start a magazine that was really about the lifestyle of boating as opposed to the boats. Mm-hmm. So we started Latitudes and Attitudes, which was a magazine that told the stories from people who were out there cruising, whether they're cruising on a lake or river or around the world. We did really well with it for about 13 years, and then I was ready to retire and go sailing. So we put it on the market. A couple of guys approached us and offered us what we were asking, and we're like, this is great. 90 days later, it turned out that they were not exactly honest, and they shut the business down. They had the name the business name in their contract, so I had to sue them for non-payment because they never paid me. However, they had gone to Central America and disappeared. I never got a dime, and as it turns out, they've already got dozens of judgments against them, not dozens, over a dozen, and the biggest one being $3 million. So if I sue them, all I do is get in line and pay my lawyer a lot of money. So I couldn't sue them. So basically, my wife and I went bankrupt, and we were ready to go get a Catalina 22 and move down to Mexico and live on our Social Security. And then the strangest thing happened. I got a call from a lawyer in New York, and he says, "What are you going to call your new magazine?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm almost 70 years old. I can't start a new magazine. That's stupid." And he says, "Well, no, you have to start a new magazine." And I said, "I have no money. I just went bankrupt." He says, "What's it cost to do an issue?" I said, $50,000 minimum for one issue. He says, "Okay, there's a venture capitalist in Boston that's willing to put up $250,000 for you to start the new magazine." I thought about it for almost 30 seconds, and then, no, when you're 70 years old, you don't take on $250,000 debt. So I had to say no. And he said, "Well, go onto your bulletin board," at which they said, "What bulletin board?" Because our website was down, our magazine was shut down. And he said, "Well, here, it's on a different server. Just follow this link and go to your bulletin board." I went to it. A lot of people on it saying, "We need to start the magazine back up." So the lawyer sets up a PayPal account, because I couldn't have it because I was in bankruptcy. And over 900 people in 13 days sent in $250 each to finance the start of Cruising Outpost magazine. So the first 2 years it was their magazine. I couldn't, I was just working for them, putting it together. And then they turned the stock back over to me, and it was my business again. And ever since then, we've kind of changed the format a little bit. All other magazines run 60 to 70% advertising. We decided we're going to do exactly the opposite. We never run more than 40% advertising. Kind of owe that to the people who paid to start this magazine. The people who paid to start it are our Founders Circle. And those 920, I believe, people, they wear a little hat that says Founders Circle on the side. They have a Virgie that says Founders Circle on it. And they had a 5-year subscription to the new magazine for what they invested, and they will always be part of our Founders Circle. And that's where we came from.
I mean, you think about it, when people talk about we're for cruisers and by cruisers, I think that Cruising Outpost definitely fits that description more than anyone else. And you know, there is obviously, when you put marine on anything, the price tends to go up, and there's a lot of people in the industry looking to sell a lot of stuff. But you have to wonder, you know, who really owns what is being written, right? And what purpose is it really being written for? So Bob is really known for his integrity in the industry, for what he stands for, and for his honesty and, you know, shooting straight and telling you exactly how it is.
Got him fooled, huh?
For sure. Anyway, so definitely take time. Cruising Outpost, you'll find it. I bought mine on a public shopping center magazine rack, so it's out there. It's being distributed. You can find it.
It's the #1 selling magazine in West Marine, and it's the #1 marine title in Barnes & Noble. It's available all over the country. Being quarterly is really the secret to our success. I mean, every issue is 200 pages or more, and the reason for that is we don't run a lot of advertising. We have over 100 pages of stories that are written by people who are using their boats. We have no staff. I put the magazine together graphically. My editor reads the words and corrects them because I just got through a GED. And then we send it to the printer in Wisconsin. It's distributed out of New York. And right now we've got 40 to 50,000 happy readers and maybe 1 or 2 grumpy ones, but that's about it.
Grumpy people on sailboats, how does that happen?
They sank.
That happens too.
But they sent the story in, so that's good.
So I have a catamaran.
Yeah, they just flip over.
Yep, non-unsinkable.
Yeah, right.
I can still be happy, and as long as I can get to the rum upside down,
Well,
it's good.
See, we only accept marine advertising and rum advertising in the magazine. So.
Excellent. So you can't go wrong. You'll always find what you're looking for. Thank you so much, Bob. I really appreciate your time.
Thanks
for spending some time with us.
Appreciate it.
Stay tuned. LostatSea.tv. Pick up some Cruising Outpost.
I'm Bob Bitchin, and you're watching LostatSea.tv.